Okay, I think it's being live streamed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get started. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. The Sunday evening, yet another interesting session. Okay, welcome all. So, today's um, guest is Naresh, a very enthusiastic person. Okay, so அவர் வந்து நமக்கு வந்து நிறைய விஷயங்களை வந்து கைட் பண்ண போறாரு கோயிங் இன் ஃபியூச்சர். ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ உங்கள் மாதிரி தான் இப்போ ரீசெண்டாக வந்து அவர் வந்து காலேஜ் முடிச்சிருக்காரு. ஸோ அவருக்கு வந்து இஸ் ஹேவிங் போத் த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் தென் அகடமிக் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து அவருக்கு வந்து ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷாக இருக்குது. ஸோ திஸ் மேக்ஸ் ஏ வெரி குட் காம்பினேஷன் ஃபார் ஹிம் டு பி எ வெரி குட் மென்டார் ஆக்சுவலி. அண்ட் அவரோட இன்ட்ரடக்ஷன் வந்து நான் சொல்கிறதுக்கு பதில் if he tells then it is really good. So Naresh, over to you for a quick introduction.
Yes.
Thanks Naresh, thanks for
Thank you.
helping us out on this. Yeah.
Thank you. Am I audible clear? Like
Yes.
any issues or low voice or something? All good?
மற்றவங்க கூட ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணணும். For me it is clear, but
Okay.
friends நீங்கள்
Yeah. Done.
others you can
It
respond.
seems like we have a positive response.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. So, good evening, guys. I know it's a Sunday, but you would be wondering why are we here in Sunday? But just buckle up, just for 1 hour. Let's deep dive into what we are going to today and how it is going to help you. So, before getting kick started with what are we going to do today, I'm going to introduce myself. So, my name is Narish. I'm currently a software engineer at Abstabit Technologies. And apart from the work, I have also developed a couple of projects as a freelancer, as an entrepreneur. And during my college days, I was a freelancer taking client projects and developing a couple of web applications, mobile applications, machine learning applications. So I know that there are people from non-tech background as well, some medical field and arts and science as well. But still stay on the call. You will get to know what are the things you might take away from this session, which are going to be very much useful for you for your getting a successful journey throughout your college days. Okay, so as the title suggests, learn, stand out, learn, build, and stand out. So what are these things which are we going to discuss today? So that's what we are going to start. So before getting started, I want to understand the audience, like, is everyone comfortable with English, or let's go switch to Tamil or any language? So just wanted to understand can you all understand what I'm saying? Is all point out properly for you? Yeah. So I can see. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's completely fine. Awesome. Yep. So before getting started, I would like to have some introduction polls on interaction, like understanding your mindset on what are the things we are going to come again in this further 1 hour session. So let me share my screen and maybe you can do a poll on the sharing. I'm just sharing the screen right away. Okay. Yeah. So can you see the screen? Yeah. So maybe you can all just go in. All you have mobile devices? Anyone? Enter this code, which is displayed in your in the screen share, and just try to give responses. I want to understand what is your dreams, what are you expecting from your life, and what are your future plans. Let's get more interactive and try to get understand. Yep. I can see none have joined yet. Can you join as soon as possible? Just enter this code. You will be able to join. Yep, yep, we have two participants. Even you can chat down. If you can't join, you can just chat down. Just click Google Slido.com, then enter this number which is displayed in the screen, and you would be able to join. It's that simple. And stay in the same screen later, because in further sessions also we'll be using the same whole this type of conversation. Okay, so we have four. So we have equally divided between two people, two groups, and we have five. Come on, guys, keep it up fast. Yeah. So we have one poll in the chat, says medical, and we have entrepreneurship as well. And yep, I'm waiting for your responses. Yep, we have eight. Okay, so majority of you are from tech, and few of you are interested in non-tech as well, and few are in the entrepreneurship as well. So I could really understand the audience, and so we have 12. Okay, okay, 13. So shall we go to next? Yep, 15. Okay, so let's go to next one, and let's understand what is your further word. So what is a dream job you would like to have? You can just write a word there, just a single word. Let me see. It's the same one. Yep, software, IAS, awesome. Okay, okay, we have software engineer, majority, IAS, IFS, awesome guys. Okay, designer, research. Okay, okay, a data scientist, awesome, physiotherapist, IFS, doctor, anesthetician. So we have quite different audience today. UI UX designer, right? Nice. Okay, that's fine. I completely get it. We have quite okay. We have executive engineer in OND, ONGC. Okay, all right. So now let's jump into today's session. We have understood the quite majority software engineer and IAS, and further there are some people who are interested in medical and further places. Okay, so now let me bring up the today's agenda sessions and other things, right? So just hold on a minute. I'll be right there. Yep. So we can get started. So can you all see the screen? I mean, I would like to know. Yep. So we have people. Yes. So now everything, whatever dream job you have, it's all based on one thing, which is learning, building, and standing out from the crowd. Because everyone has the dream, but the way you pursue it, that makes the difference between whether you are going to get the particular role or someone else is going to get that. Okay, so today we are going to get in more depth from how you can learn and what are the steps you are supposed to take and how you can stand out from the crowd. So today this is more going to be little techy, but I'll make sure that non-tech people also get to understand, because I come from a tech background. So it would be really for me make a sound knowledge when it's in terms of tech. Okay, so moving to the next one. So when I entered my first year, it's my story. So when I entered with my first year, I had zero knowledge about coding. So I was not aware of what is coding, how the applications are working. And even though my course was BTech Computer Science Engineering in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, that was my specialization. So I started with that. Then I started my first year, nothing, just exploring what are the things out there. I saw many videos in YouTube saying, learn this 10 days, learn it in 20 days, 9 rupees course. You might have even got YouTube ad as well. Learn this in 30 days, learn this in 120 days or something, and you will be ready for the job, right? So that all the tricks we have also seen during our college days. And one thing I have also got in my mind is doing certification a lot will really help me in getting skill plus job. So I started doing certification hunting. I used to complete certification in whatever I could see. I could go for free certification. I would enroll in Udemy. I would enroll in Coursera. I would enroll in multiple platforms. Wherever I find certification for related to tech, I would just go there, do the basic learning, binge watching the video, whatever they are saying, and I got the certificate, right? But there was a point when I started change changing my point of view. It completely made sense that whatever I was doing is all going to not end me in a destination where I have dream, where I have supposed to be there, right? So that is what we are going to deal with today. How we are going to learn, how you make sure that you're not doing the mistake which I have done in during my college days. So that's what we are going to discuss on today, right? So coming from tech background, there are a lot of things in tech. So the tech changes a lot of time. There is evolution, and the university standards are not always up to the mark as per the tech trends. Like if you have agentic AI right now, it is trending a lot, but none of the academics you will find that it's there in the curriculum. Agentic AI, and then the industry demands a lot of problem solvers. So when it comes to problem solver, let's not think that the someone who having a certificate is obviously a problem solver, right? Problem solving requires you to have lot of experience in problem solving in the real life situation, not in the your virtual life that you think, okay, this is the problem, this is what the solution, and that's done, right? So that is what makes a difference between a normal a learner and an engineer. An engineer is not the one who has a degree or a certificate, a lot of things. An engineer is a duty or its main core of it's to solve a problem. Whatever problem is occurring in the society or wherever it is, to come up with a solution which is feasible, right? So that is what industry demands. But when you see on the mindset of what we are in right now is we are collecting certification, we are learning a lot of things, but we are never into the group where we are solving problems exactly, right? So that's the problem we are lacking as of now. So what's the trap? So certificate is never equal to skill. So if you attain a BTech degree, that doesn't mean that you are a problem solver. You just have a BTech degree or BSc degree or whatever degree, correct? So to have a proper skill, that doesn't equally gives you the having the certification. Skill is different, certification is different. Certificate gives you just an authority that you have the skill, but until you are able to showcase that skill, it's null, it's zero. So that's what we are going to deal with today. So certification has value, but until you don't have skill. If you have no skill, certificate is equivalent to having no certificate. So if you have skill, even though if you don't have a certificate, that's fine. You are going to be noticed. And that is how we are going to look into today, how you would be getting noticed in the society and how we are going to stand out. Correct. So let's get into more depth of what we are going to learn. Now, whenever you're learning something, let it be related to your tech field, your non-tech field, whatever it is, always understand why you have to learn it. And let's say you are someone said anesthesian. So now the main reason why anesthesia comes in is it solves the problem of pain, or you can go in an unconscious mode where you can operate. So that is the cause. Whenever you're learning something, you have a cause, like why you have to learn, or what is the reason behind it, how it came into an establishment. When it comes to tech role, you can say it like when you're learning something like web development, what it actually solves in real life, what you can bring in real life by learning that skill, right? That you have to focus. So if you want to become IAS, you need to first focus on where you have to, what is the cause you have in your life to become an IAS? What is the why? What is the why part in your life? Why you have to do that? So if once that is clear, obviously you will find your way very easily to get that job, get the dream role, whatever it is. So for always know that why you want to do it. That's the first thing. Because when I joined my college, I knew I want to do it, why I knew I want to do it, but I never knew what are the fundamentals. Now we come under the foundation. When it comes to any learning skill, anything, foundation matters the most. When it comes to programming, when it comes to your medical field, when it comes to your designing, when it comes to whatever skill you have, foundation plays a vital building block for your whole career, right? So that is where we come into college graduates, where we can build our foundations. But that doesn't make sure that you have a solid foundation until you practice them, until you put them into real life scenario where your foundation knowledge is being used, right? So that how you would use those foundations, by solving real world problems. Okay.
அது கடமைங்கிறவங்க எடுக்கல.
Yeah.
அது இருக்கும் பாரு கடமைன்னு.
So now there is one more thing which many of the people forget or do a mistake. Even I did during my college days. Okay. The main part is tries to learn everything. We are human beings. We want everything. That is our specialty. So we want to have this, we want to have this, we want to have everything we want to have to ourselves, so that we will feel like we know a lot of things. But what we miss is we are not master of nothing. We don't know anything. We just know some few bits in multiple things, but we are not master of one thing. But in industry, they expect people who are master of one thing rather than people with the small knowledge on multiple things, right? So being in a tech or non-tech background, you have to be master at one skill which cannot be replaced by any other person. You should be the winner. You should be the master of that particular skill. It can be either your logic, it can be either the way you think, the way you deal creativity in your problem solving, it can be the way you are fast learner, it can be your ability to solve problems, your ability to see through the future complications in the idea, or it can be anything. The main thing is you have to be master at one thing. Then that is why, that is when you will be a qualified person for any role, whatever you're interested, right? So this is the pyramid which will be ideally used for your growth journey. So whenever you have any, the the topmost layer always comes in foundation. Until you have a foundation, you are never an predominant person in any industry. Second comes your core skills. So it can be related to your tech, it can be related to your non-tech, whatever skills you have, you need to have those as your secondary component of your foundations. Then apply those skills whatever you have achieved. It can be by building projects, it can be either by doing attending in competitions, it can be either you help your juniors to help them in projects, you can mentor them, that can also be done, or anything. Just apply whatever you have learned. Okay. Then after you have acquired these three stages, the final stage is specialization. Specialization is what I have said, being a master of one thing rather than being a mediocre in everything, right? So how my journey started during my college days is I went through coding, then I figured out there is a web development based thing. Then I learned web development. Then once I got into web development, I solved the problem in my school. What was we were taking attendance, right? So in every colleges there is a attendance based thing. The teachers used to find it difficult where the students are not attending the class, and even during the attending the class they are not we don't have proper statistics on whether they were present or not, and the class time was not sufficient to take attendance. So what we built is we built one very basic web application within our class itself, where we would say the user, say the teacher, users mark, it would take just a minute, even though we had a ERP. That was very much difficult. It was not a user friendly. So we built a very user friendly web application where teacher can mark the students in a couple of just 20 seconds who are absent. And even we would help them to mark it. And it would be, they can review at any time, and they can go to a staff room and they can view the page what we have developed, and they would see who are marked as absent, and they would mark it. The same list was shared to the parents as well, so the parents can also see whether my student whether my uh, ki- uh, kid is attending the classes properly or not, even though we have ERP system. But this system was really useful because it was very problem solving. It solved problem in just broke down into a smaller component, where you can directly you land in the web page, you will be able to see your students attendance. That's it. No other thing. A very clean UI. So that's what we are dealing here, solving the problem of real life users, not what we are thinking. So that is how we are going to solve. That's the mindset we have to set for our problem solving. Okay. So going into next your learning paths, this I would not like to go in depth, because there is one more thing which we would discuss later. Because if you're coming from background, it since we have people from non-tech as well, if I touch in depth of more these things, it would really make them bored as well. But still, I would like to show a resource where you can find all these roadmaps for your tech journey, right? So maybe I can show you a resource where you can find. So it is roadmap.sh. So probably some of people might have heard of it. There are people who might have not heard of it. So roadmap.sh is a platform which is widely used in generating reviewing what are the roadmaps for this particular job role. It can be tech, mostly it is built for the tech professionals, but still you can review for your non-tech background as well. So I guess you can see a screen as well. So these are the roadmaps. So if you find it here, so we have front end, back end, full stack, data analyst, machine learning, Postgres, UI, UX, technical writer. Those whoever wants to become in a tech background, you can really refer to this roadmap.sh platform, and you just click on this front end developer role, and you would really find all the resources came into just one platform. So you can learn what are the basic things are required to become a front-end developer, starting from the foundations of how network works, then jumping into HTML, CSS, then a lot of things, right? So these all things, once you have some basic grasp, then you can do a really awesome projects in uh, front-end scope, right? So coming into continuation of our further session, just a second. Yeah. Yeah. So coming into the continuation of today's session, now we are going into look more depth into the how you can practice your skills. Okay. So now, okay, let me share the screen. Screen is not getting shared. Yeah. So I guess you can probably see the screen. Yep. So let's, yep. So here we are. So now we now we go more depth into what is this 20% skills and 80% rule, right? We everywhere you might have heard of this rule which is existing in every field. It is not like it is only related to tech or it is tricky. Yes. Yeah. Once again. Yeah. Yeah. So whenever you acquire a skill, it doesn't mean that once you have a skill, you are ready to be hired, right? Even though people who are having skill, sometimes they even lack to get hired. Either they are in a tech background, either they are in non-tech background, whatever field you are. Once you have a proper skill, but still there are people who might not get hired, might not get proper responses, even though having skill. You might even feel like I had a lot of skill. I had all the skill listed in the job description, but still I was not able to get crack through the interview. My screening round itself failed. My resume itself failed. I don't know what to do now. So the course problem what you have been lagging out is you are lagging in problem solving. That your project doesn't involve any real time projects. Second, there is no way that recruiter can see your progress or what you have done. So that is where it comes Git and GitHub, where you can host your codes, where you can host your projects and everything. Second, how you present yourself, what is your way of communication, how you speak, how you moderate with the telephonic interview or whatever type of interview you have, how you present yourself in the resume as well. That also matters a lot for you to get hired or for you to get your resume being shortlisted. Correct. And next is project management. This comes in a leadership roles where people would be assessing how far you are able to plan the project, execute the project, take the risk management, risk analysis, and lot of things. Correct. Now, here is the free resources I'm passing out to you people. So first one is roadmap.sh. It's a basic platform where you can find your roadmaps. Then Free Code Camp is a YouTube channel as well, but it has a website as well where you can learn coding tutorials and everything. Then the best way to learn anything is to go to their official documentation, right? So whenever you want to learn something, go through the documentation because the people who have developed the projects or developed their platform, they would have how you can use their services or how you can use those their products, right? And whenever you do any work on any projects, make sure that you have a GitHub. So be the people who don't know GitHub is a platform where you can host your projects and code. Okay. Now, as we already have discussed, like how to stand out from the recruiter. So instead of saying like you have made a clone of Flipkart, made a clone of e-commerce web application, made a clone of ChatGPT or Amazon, Swiggy, Netflix. These are the basic projects, whatever we do when we are learning something. Instead of that, you start to say in these words, I solved X problem. I solved X problem for Y. Okay. So you built one X in order to solve a Y. So for example, I built a web application for my class in order to solve the problem of the parents and teachers not having a common platform where they can access the attendance in a very user friendly manner and also in a instant. Okay, so that was the problem I solved, and that's what I have built. Next, we have is always showcase your projects, whatever you have in your local system, whatever you're working from your past 4 years, anything, just showcase. Then you can either you can show your personal projects, or you can go to your GitHub open source project contributions. So there are a lot of open source contributions. You can learn from Google that how to be a contributor in a GitHub repository, or a lot of things. And either you can put in this way, else you can say that I have been lead in my college coding club, where I have helped 20 plus my peer members in order to make them aware of how to become a web developer, how to start code, how to build a portfolio, or whatever it is. So you have been a mentor, or you have been a guide for the people who are looking for the guidance, right? So that can also be a positive side, that you are helping people out, and you're good at conversations, communication, and you're an extrovert person, right? So earlier it was like completing just 10 certification wouldn't be useful, but with those certification you were able to build a model which really solves the problem of churns. So that is what I have done here, right? So these are some simple projects which really helps for you to get higher, rather than just having certificates and skills, right? So these are some minor things which are really required. Focusing on next. So now you have acquired a lot of things. Next, how do we grow? How do we get into more exposure of these things? That is where your network comes in. So your networks come in a different way. First, in order to test your skill capability, you would go into an hackathon. Have any of you heard of hackathons? Let's do a quick interaction. You can comment out. Have anyone heard of hackathons? Or any of you participated as well? You can put your message. It can be, there are multiple hackathons like tech, non-tech. There are many hackathons. There are hackathons in medical field as well. So can anyone drop that you have participated? Yes or no, anything. Come on, guys. Yep, I'm expecting no. Okay. 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 So you haven't participated in hackathon. Okay, you don't know about it. All right. All right. That's completely fine. So today we are going to get more in depth of what is hackathon and how do you participate, right? Because that is really important for you to grow. Okay. So today what we are going to do is, I guess you can see my screen as well. So what I'm going to do is, yeah. So devfolio.co is a platform where they host hackathons. Okay. Now, what are hackathons? Okay. Don't get confused. Hackathons are the platform where you can put your skills into use in solving real life problems. Okay. There are multiple hackathons for tech people, non-tech people, medical people, and a lot of people, right? Where you really solve a problem. It's a competition. Okay. So usually hackathon happens for 24 hours continuously, or it can extend to 48 or maybe weeks. That depends on the event type. Okay. So what the people do is, you are participating as a team. You will be given set of problems which are supposed to be solved. You can select any one problem and you can solve. Else, you can come up with your own problem if the event is agrees with the same theme. Okay. So there are multiple themes like blockchain. You can solve a problem for healthcare and a lot of things. So I even joined in hackathon multiple times. I have joined 10 plus hackathons, 10 plus competitions, and I have won around 4 hackathons for first prize, second prize, runner ups, and multiple times. So even though I have failed a lot, so that doesn't mean that I would stop it once I fail it. Okay. So devfolio.co is the platform where you can register yourself for a hackathon. There are some times where it can be online, or sometimes you have to go to the colleges. It's for college. Mostly it is for college, but even tech professionals sometimes also join here, right? So maybe I can put some examples. So code ustav.90. If you see here, it's
தெரியாம அதுக்கு வந்து ஏன் மேடம் மெசேஜ் கூட பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களா?
yeah, so it's happening in Raipur, and see the information. So it says they have prices which is around $2,000. So first prize is around $2,000, and they have these prices. Okay, so you have these multiple hackathons. So if you see this Hack the Future, Kratos, it's happening online, and you would apply here. So they have teams like, see, you AI is not used and those details. So you have even the list of problem statements. So they have supply chain transparency, fake news and deep fake detection, unified digital healthcare bridge, and deep learning for malware detection. So these are the problem statement which you would be sitting to solve. The problems they would give you, else you can come up with your own problem and sit and solve it, right? So this is the platform where you can learn a lot of things. You can build your networks. That's what I was discussing. So building your networks with the people of your mindset, that is first. Next, hackathons helps you to build products under pressure. That's what even industry testing you, whether you can develop anything or solve a bug or anything under the pressure, right? Third thing, you would get an industry problems. Okay, so these problems, whatever is listed, there are chances that there are problems which are given by their partners. Partners in the sense, the one who are hosting with the collaboration of industry. So if you see this one, Hack Aura is a 24-hour virtual hackathon, and they have their WhatsApp group and everything, and the tracks are AI, ML, and open innovation. So when it comes to open innovation, you can give your own problem statement. You can say, this is the problem I have identified, and this is the solution for my identified problems, right? Tertiary, you also, this would also give you an visibility that you are being present, you are being seen in multiple places. You can post in LinkedIn, you can post in your code in GitHub, and you can have a portfolio page as well. So if you see here, if I could sign in and show you my page, I have around 2 projects which I have submitted during my hackathon. Even though we would be discussing that project, but still, yeah. So my projects. So if you see here, these are the 2 projects which I have developed during my hackathons. So it was done in 2024 or 2023. Even I couldn't recall. So it's 2024, 9th June, right? So this was a project I built it during the hackathon. So it was hosted in Hyderabad. I went there. I attended for 24 hours. I sat there for 24 hours. I built this whole mobile application in 24 hours. And we are going to discuss this project, how you can become a problem solver by thinking of this project, and we'll get into more depth, right? Next, secondary thing is, okay, you're going to hackathons. Next, how do you build your network, right? So in order to build your network, you need to have a good project. You need to meet a lot of people from your background. Even though if they are not in background, try to understand what background they are coming from, and how they are doing it in their background, right? That really makes you to be an effective network for them, correct? So from my journey, I wouldn't like to completely give, because a lot of thing I have already said, but still just an overview, right? So first year I started with tutorials and did a lot of projects, a lot of failures. I have built my first project. Then I won my first hackathon, which was based on women safety actually. So it was hosted in my college. I actively just wanted to try what is hackathon is. Just I went in there. Then, and then just like a magic, I won the hackathon because it was all the training which I had done before the hackathon, how to think, how to solve a problem. So those were already I was doing in my personal projects. So that gave me the confidence that even this hackathon can be won with that same mindset and problem solving, right? Then in second year, I started participating a lot of hackathons. Like even my HOD started asking, like, "Are you really going for hackathon, or you're going to some trips for every month?" That became one thing. So yeah, so I participate in every hackathon. Like I went Kerala, I went Mangalore, I went Bangalore, I went Hyderabad, I went to I went to Srivilliputtur. Then I was in Chennai. I attended hackathons in Chennai. Then I even had a plan to go for Uttar Pradesh. So I have participated in a lot of hackathons where I met a lot of amazing people. Then that really gave me an opportunity to become a freelancer as well. Because people were knew that I'm a good developer. I'm a good person with really problem solving capabilities who have done a lot of projects. So with my efforts in hackathon, I was able to get the projects, which were obviously getting me paid and which were helping on my career growth. So that was the key point in my life, right? Hackathons really helped a lot. It even can help you as well. Correct. Then after those hackathons, I attended my internship at Ford. So I was an intern at Ford as well during my college days. And that really gave me one more exposure how industry actually works. It's not like always we'll have a problem and we always will be solving that. So there are scenarios where you have to think of securities. There are scenarios where a lot of technical things has to be dealt with. Maybe since the audience is not now, so maybe let's get an overview of everything, right? And now comes the projects. So what I have developed and how it is a problem solving projects. So now when I was during third or second year, I came up with an idea of ambulance clearance system. Now people who are living in Chennai, obviously you would find those display boards in Chennai which would say uh, wear seat belts, Egmore is in 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, or whatever it is. And you would find those directions sometimes as well. Those are display boards which are really present in the traffic signals. Then it got me into the mind that why the ambulances are not always reaching to the destinations on time. Is it because of traffic or lack of people awareness that there is an ambulance getting arrived? So when I reviewed a lot of people, I went to interview ambulance drivers, I went to interview traffic police officers. The extensive work which I have put in this project gave me into conclusion that there is a system is required for this whole journey of ambulance where they can reach from point A to point B without being intervened by third person. So there I came up with a solution where, so I guess you understood the problem, right? Ambulance is not arriving at a destination. First reason, due to the long traffic at the signal, the first lane people are not aware that there is a ambulance stuck after 1 kilometer, before behind them 1 kilometer. The first problem. Second problem is whenever there is an ambulance getting arrived, people are not previously aware that the ambulance is going to arrive. So that is why the the traffic is getting jam and the people are not moving from left to right. And it also involves the traffic police officers as well in order to clear the ambulance. Correct. So what we came up with is build a system where ambulance would say I'm starting from this point and I'm going to this point, and the system will deal with clearing the route completely. And how it is going to do is when it arrives at let's say point A to point B, and in between we have one point C which is a traffic signal. So once the ambulance is arriving that traffic signal just 1 kilometer or 5 kilometer before itself, the signal would be alerted that there is an ambulance is going to arrive in that particular location. So please clear the way, right? Can you see how the problem is getting solved, right? So now the ambulance can clearly pass the way and reach the destination, and it would really save a lot of time not getting stuck in the traffic. Correct. So that was one project which I developed during my college days. And talking about second project, this was developed during hackathon, right? So this is what something like technical project where your resumes, mostly if you think of a HR perspective, there are tons, thousands, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 resumes every day. They would have to analyze manually, and they have to see whether this candidate is fit for this or not, whether this candidate has a particular skills or not. So what we did is we built an AI powered application where student would be uploading their web page resumes through the job application, and the HR would get ranked resume, the top matched student, the second top, third top, fourth top, fifth top, whatever, in the properly ranked manner. The AI would rank it automatically, so that the HR can just click on those things and get a summary, even have a look on the resume, have a proper check. So this would really save time for the HR. So that is one more project which really creates an impact. That is what project is. Project is not making a clone of something to, with the existing features. Project is what problem you're solving and how it is creating impact in the existing solutions or existing society, right? Now, how would you build a project? It's very basic. Start with small. Any project you can start. Ask your friends, families, and even your colleagues or even your seniors, teachers, what are the day-to-day problems they are facing, how you can solve their problems. Okay. Then always document and share. Like if you have solved something, if you have learned something, make a record that you have learned this today, I have learned this yesterday, I have learned this, and deploy it or give it in a LinkedIn, share it in LinkedIn, say people, hi connections, I have done this today. So and so, would you like to have a look on this? Uh, I'm open for feedbacks, queries on whatever it is. So just be proactive in sharing what you're doing. So that will help really to get noticed that you're working on something, and it would attract people to connect to you, share their thoughts, and that their thoughts would be really useful for you to become a more extensive person. Because the more outside third person thoughts you get in the project, it will open your point of view as well, right? So now this is the loop what we are usually follow, like learn it, then as per the programming, once you learn, you are supposed to apply. Then once you apply, as I discussed, you are supposed to share or document what you have done. Then the main part comes is teach others as well. So whatever I have acquired during my 4 years of journey, I am ready to give it back to the people who are yet looking for guidance, yet looking for some mentoring, like how to do it, how can, because those are the mistakes. There was very few people available for me to guide. So even I would like to be a guide for the people who are having the same misguided path, or figuring out what they are supposed to do and everything, right? So next, connections, networking, I have said. So now, how do we make connections? How do we make relationships, right? So if you see a platform, there is a known as a well-known platform as Meetup. Okay, this is really useful for college students, right? So we have Meetup, like if you see on here, we have tech events, non-tech events. There are a lot of meetups. So if you see here, on October 5th, there is an AI Talks meetup. And if you could see here, so there is one more meetup upcoming on November 1st. It is Microsoft TechEd Conference. It's happening in Chennai, and there are a lot of events happening. So you can attend those events in person. You can go to meet people of your industry. You can pick which event is relatable to your industry. There are multiple events host every week, every month. There are a lot of events happening. So you can just go in person, attend this, and get your doubts clarified. You can build your networks. You can have their if you're working on something, you can get their inputs. You can build your network completely. So this is really going to help you for your career, right? The more people you know, the more people know you. It's going to be really useful for you to connect and grow as well, right? So that is what. So in building a relationship, there are do's and don'ts as well. So don't just directly go and be like, okay, so you're working in Accenture, you're working in TCS, so can you please hire me? I'm looking for a job. That never works. That never works. Even I sometimes I did even the same mistakes. That never works. And it's always like, okay, you are stuck in problem. So you're thinking, oh, okay, I met one full stack developer in during my meetup. So I'll just connect with him and I'll get this thing clarified. That's true. That is not a big problem. But you always reach out to them only you need something, right? You're not helping them out. You're not trying to give value to them being yourself, right? That also doesn't help. Then spamming as well. So there are people who would be like sending messages every time. Hi, how are you? Until the people don't reply, they would be spamming. Hello, sir. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this. I would be really helpful if you can help me with this. So the next person would really get frustrated by this. That's what. So what you are supposed to do is first help them, okay, and reach out to them, understand from which background they come from. Then always have a meaningful conversation. Like you can ask about how their work life is going. You can ask about how their industry is growing. You can ask about their own college life, their own life experience. Then these are the conversation which would make you also to learn from their thing, and they would also be happy to share as well, right? So now, as I've said, always learn, showcase, network, and whatever it is. So what we are going to now do is we are going to have a 1 week challenge, right? So you're going to pick one roadmap, okay? Then you're going to start learn from today, and you're going to build one small project of it can be anything, and you are going to share it in the LinkedIn. I would be really pleased if you can attach me as well in the post. I would be really happy as well. So that if you can do it, it's then you can start doing a lot of things ahead, right? And there is one more trick which I'm going to show you. Before that, let's have one more interaction here. So how many of you are have done courses, paid courses or free courses? How many of you have done? Come on, guys. I'm expecting some answer from your side. Yeah. So we have people who have done courses. So how many of you have done paid courses in Coursera? I'm talking specifically about Coursera because I'm going to share one trick which even I used during my college days to learn Coursera courses from Coursera, right? So can anyone guess what is the trick is all about? Come on, guys. Let's see if anyone can come up with the trick. Any guesses? That's fine. That's completely fine. So I'll show you a trick. So in Coursera, most of the courses are paid, correct? Today, I'm going to show you how you can access those courses for free, correct? But it's an authentic way. I'm not showing you some third party or something. It's a very authentic way how you can get a free course from Coursera, which is obviously a paid course. So now if I want to show you any course you can pick. So I'm going to some machine learning courses. and something cloud computing or anything. Okay, so I'm going like IBM IT support professional certificate. Okay, so now if I click on enroll, this course I want to enroll now. So if I click on this, it would say 1 month, 3 month, and 1 month is 1,100 per month, right? So per month I have to pay 1,000. If it is this, if it is this, then only I'll be able to access this, right? So in each professional certificate, it's a series of multiple courses, correct? In Coursera, that is how it works. So if you scroll down, you can see this series of multiple courses. Okay. These series of multiple courses you can learn without being paid. So if you click on this, click on open link, then you are opening this. Then if you see start for free, even though it would ask you to pay, right? Even though it would ask you to pay. So once you are here, you have a set of preview this course. So once you click on preview, you would have got into this module. So now you literally can learn from this. And also there is one more way where you can learn is audit this course, right? So preview is different, audit is different. So there are courses where you can find audit as well. So maybe I can give you something like, and okay, let's go for personal development, physical science and engineering. I go for this or specialization. I click on enroll, courses, start for free, and then you have preview. So each courses will give you preview, and in that preview, you can completely learn the course. But you won't get certificate. That is one drawback, but still you can learn the whole course. So that is really important, right? So it would really help for people like students who are, as we are not always having money to acquire a lot of courses, but we can use this feature. So even you might find there are options like audit this course. So audit this course, you might find in some couple of projects, certifications where you can even get everything, whatever the paid courses will have. So there are some few audit course options as well in Coursera. So let me see which courses are available, or maybe you can even check out from your site. It's nothing difficult. So you just go on this course, then you would be giving enroll, and so there are few courses which are saying as paid and preview, and there are few courses which would give you auditing permit as well. So that's what. So getting back to our session. So what are your tools you're going to use is roadmap.sh for your career for tech people, and code free code camp for your learning, then GitHub for hosting your application, and Notion or Obsidian for tracking, learning your courses or whatever it is. And the community is what you have to join if you are interested in programming is dev.to. Then Discord channels, you have Reddit programming page as well. And you can go for local tech meetups. That's what I have even showed you here. It is this one, the tech meetups, right? It can be tech or non-tech, whatever it is, right? So you can reach me out in through LinkedIn, or you can reach out to me on GitHub as well. And this is my email, right? So don't wait for the perfect moment. So this is the moment where you can get started, learn a lot of things, build your portfolio, build your project, build your career, build your dream, and always seek for help, and reach out to communities, and always uh, seek for help. If you are stuck somewhere, you can reach me out anytime. You can drop me a mail. You can connect me through LinkedIn if you have any doubt. I'm always happy to help you out, right? And there are some common questions I took out from on the basics. So you would be feeling like there are many activities happening in college and there you have a lot of commitments. So how you can do it? It's just basic. Start with daily 30 minutes and even 20 minutes would work. Just learn one thing every day and be consistent on that. That's it. That's it. You're on a good track. So how do I make sure that you have learned things right? So if you are from tech background, once you have learned any concept, try to implement it or try to build something, anything, whatever. It can be even basic calculator to BMI calculator, anything. Just try to do it. So there are even you might feel like, okay, I'm going to participate hackathon. I'm putting a lot of money, my effort. I'm going in person. So what if I lose? So failure is just a stepping stone for success, guys. So being a failing in the hackathon doesn't mean like you can never win. So even I failed in to a lot of hackathons, but still I was consistent. I found out why I failed. I even connected with the people who won and how they were different from my approach. So that really made me think out of box and changed my perspective as well. So that is what. So I'm open for queries. If you have any doubts related to anything, you can ping me in this chat itself. Maybe we can discuss on that if time permits. Else, you can connect me through LinkedIn and we'll have further conversation of your doubts or whatever it is. So, Suresh. Yep. So there are a question is being asked like free platform for IAS notes and updates for roadmaps. Okay. So I'm pretty not aware of this. Maybe I'll have a look. I'm not aware of this role as of now because even I was not in the search of IAS notes and those things. But I'll get back. I'll search and I'll try to. Even you can find it out. It's not that difficult actually. You can go to Google or you can ask any AI existing platforms which helps with IAS notes. You can get it. Yep, that answers Mohammed, I guess. Yep. Guys, any doubt on anything? Maybe if 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 you are all uh, available, then I would like to have one query from your side. Once again. Yep. So yes, so I would like to present my screen. Maybe you can. Yeah, so we have some questions. So how do we prepare for GATE? Yep. So there is one very good YouTube channel, Gate Smashers. Even I used to look into those videos for learning of my clearing my college exams actually for CSE papers. So you can go for Gate Smashers YouTube channel, which even I would use. So that is one question. So meanwhile, I'm answering your questions. You can guys can join this thing. Can you see the screen as well? Yep. Yep. So you can go. Yeah. So you can start. Have started this. Just wanted to understand your feedback on this, right? So meanwhile, I'll be answering your questions. I mean, till that you can join this one. Scan or write this code in slido.com and be part of this. Q&A. Okay. So we have questions like, since we have many from tech backgrounds, why can't we concentrate on creating platforms for non-tech streams except tech? Yeah, that's a really good idea, Ahmed. It would be really a good problem which you are solving, like creating a platform where instead of being giving a content on tech, you would be giving non-tech contents for a lot of people, right? So gate preparation, I have already said, go for gate smashers, and there would you would find their channels with a lot of their channel has a lot of playlist for clearing the gate exams, right? And yep, so there is one technical question. So it says, what are the basic knowledge to learn web application, basic roadmap? So in order to become a web application developer, first you need to know is what is internet, how it came, and how it works. That is really important. That is very much important to become a web developer. Then what is HTML, what is CSS, and how browser works. Browser also you need to know. So you need to know browser as well. And learning starting from HTML, CSS. Next, you have to start with JavaScript. HTML acts as a bone, CSS acts as a skin, and JavaScript acts as a muscle. That's what we say in the tech actually. So your structure you will get in HTML, CSS you will get through the styling and everything, and JavaScript will give you the functionality. If you know these three, it's a very basic. Next, it comes a framework of React. Then that's a library for front end. Then if you want to go for back end, then you have Node.js, Spring Boot, Python, a lot of things. And databases are also available. So you can start with these. And once you know these three things, you will get to know remaining things as well. Right, Mohammed? So how do you move from A2 level to C level in English? So uh, that's pretty start conversing in English. Don't always, if you really want to improve your English, then always communicate in English. That's it. Watch some good English movies which are really tough actually to understand. Right? There are some movies like Marvel, it's really easy to understand, but there are some movies which are really to understand. So watch those movies, work on your communication, get out of stage fear. So those are three things which are really going to help you, right? Yep. So people on DSA, yep, DSA, there is a cheat sheet as well. Like you can follow some cheat sheet. So if people you are interested in solving DSAs and problems, there is a strivers list, which is mostly followed by a lot of developers. So you can go with that. Strivers A to Z list, which has complete DSA, right? So Gate Masters is in Hindi. So can you suggest some lectures in English? So yep, okay. Gate Smashers in Hindi. Yeah, I forgot. So as of now I know only Gate Smashers. So maybe you can search out or use some any platform to get the results, right? Yep. So moving to next question. So we have there is too much to learn and don't know where to start. So that's the obvious question every college student we have. Like as a college student, we have been thinking a lot of like there is a lot to learn, but where to start? Start with anything. That's what matters. You just have to start. That is matters. You don't. It's not like you start with something else and at last you end up. No, you will never be lost. You're procrastinating where to start for 1 month, and that makes you not even get started, right? So start with something, anything you can start. You can learn anything, whatever related to the domain. So get you started in that particular thing, right? So don't think that there is something, but there are a lot of things. Just start with one or two things. And once you complete these things, you will get to know what is next you have to learn. because only when you step in, you will get to know what are the further things, right? So going, there are people don't have time. So yeah, obviously, guys, we as a college students, we have to be balancing both. So you have to balance your academics, plus you have to balance your college work as well. You cannot combine both, right? So going to next. Okay, so yeah, the DSA list is being shared by Kamili, so you can check out that. That is the widely followed DSA cheat sheet. A to Z is there. Then 70 top 70 problems, a lot of things are present, right? So moving into next one. Yeah, so you can give your answers. Let's see who are answering. So it's an poll. It's just so you can check out. So guys, can you give out your inputs on what is the one thing you'll implement for today's session? Yep. So someone says be consistent. It's an anonymous, guys, so you can give any type of input what you have. Okay. Okay, 1 week challenge. Nice. Take up 1 week challenge and let's see how many people tagging me in the LinkedIn. Even though if you don't have LinkedIn, I can share my LinkedIn in the chat or something because people might have more platforms. Okay. So there are a few inputs. Okay, start from today. From anything, don't do anywhere. Solve things exactly. Don't stuck anywhere. No, don't get stuck anywhere. I have dropped my LinkedIn, guys. You can reach me out if you have any doubts or anything. I'm free to connect. Okay. Importance of networking. Really, guys, it's very much important of networking because today I'm sorry. Because of my networking, I'm in front of you. Because I went to events, I reached out to people, and that gave me opportunity to be here. Right? Opportunity never walks and comes to you. You have to walk it to it and get it. Right? Yep. So we have a lot of inputs like I'll stop procrastinating, pretty sure. Yep. Let's see how many of you are going to tag me in LinkedIn. So, okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So there are people who are from the network, DSA, and a lot of things. I'm really happy if you have any doubts in regarding DSA or anything, we can further connect or even I would reach out with the help of Good Art Foundation to you people as a mentor, and I'll be helping you out to how you can proceed with learning DSA and a lot of things. Correct? Yep. So I guess we had okay. Going to the final one. So we have 1 point. So can you rate this whole session like yep. How would you rate this session?
இல்லம்மா
Okay. So we have around 6% participate. How to get internship? Okay. So people even internship is like you have to try a lot, man. Like even I struggled for internship for 1 year. It really took a lot of efforts, like reaching out people, applying LinkedIn. And there are a lot of platforms as well. You have around, I used around 10 plus platforms for my applications. Well Found, LinkedIn, Naukri, then Covet, then what are the Indeed, then Insta Hire. So there are a lot of platforms which are really helping you to get job. Yeah. So there is one question. How would you suggest a good learning platform for commerce students? Yep. So project. Yep. So for commerce students, I'm not completely aware of what are the learning platforms because I'm not in that domain, but I would give a search. Maybe if I could find it, you can ask me out in LinkedIn or something. I'll get back to you because I'm not that much aware of everything. And those who are staying in Chennai, if you're available, we can meet in the conference which is happening in Microsoft Office. That is Tech Conference. I'm going there. So if anyone would like to have a tech meeting or anything, we can have it there as well. So that can also be done because that's a very good event workshop where you would find a lot of highly high profile people from different backgrounds. So it would going to be a very great session and you can participate in that meeting. Just go to Meetup and check out the event. That's it. It's that easy. Yep. So Mukund asked the project which I've just mentioned for practice. So I haven't mentioned any specific project, Mukund. I just said pick up any stream or whatever you're interested and try to take a 1 week challenge and make a progress in that and tag me in LinkedIn if it's possible. That's the challenge actually. There is no specific project I have mentioned because we have people from multiple backgrounds, so we cannot just directly give one specific thing. So it's an open-ended challenge. Like you can do pick any skill of your interest, do a progress in 1 week. By end of the week, that is next Sunday or Saturday, you put a post and showcase that you have done something in this 1 week challenge and make sure that 1 week challenge is being consistent in the next weeks as well. Like once you complete the challenge, then doesn't mean like, okay, that is done. So I'm going to take a pause and my duty is over. No, it's for yourself. So make sure that you're being consistent and trying to do multiple works and making a progress on the session. Right? Yep. Anything else, guys, you have want to share? Yep. Thank you, Mohammed. It's really useful. Yep.